He was shot in his own home and then murdered in a vicious way. And that wasn't the end of it, because one death turned into 3. The mountains of East Tennessee are filled with history, not just stories, but places that have seen things. And on a now busy road in Knoxville, there's a house that has stood through it all. War, loss, violence. Welcome to Haunted Hollers and Eerie Encounters. I'm your host, Stormy Skies, and tonight we're stepping inside the Baker Peters house, a place where history didn't just happen. It lives. Long before the stories of ghosts, this was just a home. Built in the early 1800s, the home was strong and prominent in the community. Sitting on land with rolling hills, Dr. James Harvey Baker lived here with his family, working as a physician, treating the sick, and helping the nearby people. Dr. Baker's home was a place of life and safety. And then, the Civil War reached Tennessee. And like so many homes in the South, this one didn't stay untouched. Soldiers passed through, the wounded retreated. Then the war came directly to Dr. Baker's front door. In June of 1863, a Union soldier rode up to the house. He accused Dr. Baker of harboring Confederate soldiers. And within seconds, both men drew their weapons. Dr. Baker ran inside. Soldiers surrounded the house, firing through the windows from both sides, demanding surrender. From inside, Dr. Baker called out he would surrender if they stopped shooting. They didn't. The moment he appeared, they fired. He fired back. The soldiers rushed the house, breaking their way inside, firing into ceilings, into rooms, trying to hit anyone hiding. Then, Mrs. Baker stepped forward. She begged them, told them her husband would surrender if they promised not to shoot. They threatened her instead. Dr. Baker appeared in the doorway. He pulled his wife back into the room, slamming the door, trying to protect her. They fired through the door, shot after shot, tearing through the wood, and into the room behind it. When it was over, Dr. Baker was mortally wounded. Unfortunately, the nightmare wasn't over. He was brutally attacked, a gun forced inside his mouth, a bayonet driven through his cheek, and finally, blows to his head. This wasn't just a killing. This was an act of murderous rage, carried out inside his own home. His son, Abner, wasn't there. He was at war with the Confederate Army. But when he came home, he learned what happened. Not just that his father died, but how and who was responsible. William Hall, the man who exposed his father. And in Abner's mind, the man that set everything in motion. A postmaster and Union supporter. Gone. In one shot, Hall was dead. Abner was arrested immediately. The word had traveled quickly, and people wanted answers. A mob gathered, angry and demanding justice. They dragged Abner from his cell and into the street, where they hanged him in another fit of violent rage. 3 deaths, all tied together, and none of it resolved. The war ended, time moved on, but the house didn't forget. Because places like that don't just hold history, they hold and potentially replay what happened inside them. Some say Dr. Baker is still there, moving through the rooms where he once worked, where he died. That door, the one they fired through, is still inside the house. It's been moved downstairs over the years, but it hasn't been hidden. The wood is still there, the bullet holes clearly visible. Small, jagged, splintered through the grain. A physical reminder of the moment everything changed. The moment those shots came through. Others say Abner never left either. Restless and forever angry. Still caught in the moment that ended everything. Today, people don't just report footsteps. They report voices. Staff have heard their names being called from empty rooms. Lights turning on by themselves, and laughter with no source. And then there's a photograph where a blurred figure is standing in an upstairs window, forever watching. In 2005, paranormal investigators entered the house. They captured images of figures in 19th century clothing. Using divining rods, they asked questions. One name came through clearly: Abner. Maybe that's how haunted houses are created. A place where violence layered on top of violence never had a chance to settle or make peace. Some people believe that's why the Baker Peters house is still active. Because what happened there wasn't just tragic. It was violent, sudden, and unfinished. And places like that don't always let things go. Have you ever experienced something you couldn't explain? Strange lights moving through the sky, shadows that don't move the way they should, or something following you along a mountain trail? Give me a holler. Send your story to MyHollerStory@gmail.com, and your encounter might be featured in a future episode of Eerie Encounters. And if you're enjoying the show, make sure you're following so you don't miss which haunted holler we visit next. New episodes drop every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern on Spotify and wherever you listen to podcasts. As always, I'll have episode sources and further reading linked in the show notes if you're brave enough to delve deeper into the shadows. And if you'd like to support the show, you can find my website in the description. The mountains of Appalachia have always been a place of mystery. Long before the roads and towns, these ridges held stories of strange creatures, wandering spirits, and encounters no one could explain. And sometimes, it's not what's in the woods you have to worry about, but what's been standing in the same place, watching, for generations. Now every time I drive down Kingston Pike and see that old house, I can't help but wonder, who's still inside? This has been Haunted Hollers and Eerie Encounters. Thank you for listening and for stepping with me into the shadows of Appalachia. Until next time, stay out of the hollers after dark.